Alrighty, welcome to another league draft. I had a really good time last time. Mishra's Workshop, Parallax Wave, Asika's Chariot, match made in heaven. In any case, what do we do with this pack? So this is the Vintage Cube. This is the Magic Online Vintage Cube. So obviously quite a bit worse than my cube. I just joke because I know Chris watches these. In any case, we've got a Fastbond here. We've got a Green Sun Zenith, Fiery Confluence. This is not the most exciting pick one. All right, I've said never again, but I want to take Fastbond. That is what I want to do, and I will do it. And it's okay. I'll second pick a Misty Rainforest here. For the record, I think that the first pick out of that pack is probably Fiery Confluence if you're just straight up trying to win, which is not to say that I'm not trying to win, but I'm going to try to get Fastbond going. There's a Doomsday in that back too, but let's just stick with Fastbond for now. We don't need to take all the trap cards at once. And then here, I do like a Birds of Paradise. Tireless Tracker is also quite good with Fastbond, but I kind of want to just take Steam Vents and see which of these green cards comes back. And if neither does, well, maybe I can take Omnath because I'll have a good setup for that. There's Copter, Fire Covenant. I guess this isn't the strongest pack in the world. Yeah, I still think Steam Vents is good because it's really powerful with Misty, and I might want to pick up some Draw 7s while I'm here. Oh, and then here, ooh, Minsk and Boo. All right. Glad I took the Steam Vents. I'm going to take Minsk and Boo over Urza Saga and then look to wheel Sylvan Safekeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. I would say a fairly safe Sylvan Safekeeper wheel. Well, we are playing in the Magic Online leagues. Those, anything can happen. But this start is really nice, and I would like to be Nadu if I can. But now I'll probably take Wooded Foothills over Pest Infestation. It's really close. Honestly, both those cards are very good. But Wooded Foothills helps cast Minsk and Boo, and I really have a good start to a lands deck. So let's just keep that going. Also, these are just the two best fetches I have for Teamer. This is awesome. And then here, if I just take Ketria Triumph, then I just have perfect mana. There's also Asika's Chariot, but that's pretty replaceable. I do want to build a Ketramos deck at some point, but this is not it. I don't know exactly where you'd have to start to make that happen, but haven't gotten there yet. Here, I think I like Bloodbraid Challenger. I've been pretty impressed with this card. It actually kind of does the thing. It's a resilient threat. The fact that you get to escape it is really big. It's a good payoff for accelerants. I think I can pass on a Yavimaya, and I don't think we're a coveted jewel deck, really. And then this pack, Delighted Halfling isn't bad. I don't know what Up to Beanstalk is for exactly. I guess there's a Bloodbraid Challenger here. This card kind of confuses me in the cube. And there's a Pilgrim, but I think Delighted Halfling's better, so I'll take that. Wow, Green Sun's wheeled, so did Wayfinder and Lava Spur Boots. I think I take Green Sun's because this could definitely be a Titania deck. And I think Unholy Heat's going to be my best option here, and that's even more of a sideboard card. Tracker and Birds didn't come back. Omnath did, and I have Fetch Green Suns. All right, I guess I'm in for that. There's also a Death Greeter's Champion, but I'm gonna hold out hope we can do a little bit better than that. Having two fetches, a Steam Vents, and a Ketria Triumph makes me feel like Omnath is pretty doable. Yeah, it's great with Green Sun Zenith, so let's go for it. All right, Sylvan Safekeeper did indeed come back, and I have a really good setup for Titania or Nadu, so I'm interested in that. One thing I really have liked about Cube in the last year, in terms of green specifically, is the Green Suns, Titania, Sylvan Safekeeper, Nadu kind of like overlapping parts. There's some cool stuff there, and it gives green some real good direction. Huh. Now there's Breeding Pool and Pest Infestation. All right, I'll take Pest Infestation this time. Incredible, though. And also, I would love a Breeding Pool. It'd be really good in this deck, but Pest Infestation is awesome. And I guess I don't really even have that many blue cards, so yeah. 2 cards left, Breeding Pool and Pest Infestation. What a great sign. And then here, I'll just take Galvanic Blast, another sideboard card, and Talon Gates. I cut that one from my cube a while ago. I just feel like it doesn't do anything. All right, pack 2 time. Let's see if we can get something to make this Fastbond tick. A little Draw 7 wouldn't be bad. Obviously, would always take a piece of power. Any Omnaths, or rather lands to go with Omnaths and or Titanias. So we'll see what we got. All right, here, what do we got? There's Exploration. I could take that. There's also Temple Garden, Spell Pierce. Territorial Kavus, whatever. Temple Garden works really nicely at casting Omnath, but I think it might wheel. In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm just taking the Exploration here. Now there's Natural Order or Hex Drinker. I think I just like Hex Drinker more. I've been really impressed with Hex Drinker and honestly not that impressed with Natural Order. There are definitely decks where it's good, but I'm going to start out with a little Sexy Hexy here. Good card. All right, and here, Verdant Catacombs. Take that over Lotus Cobra. And there's also Hallowed Fountain and Savannah. So, there's like a million Temple Gardens. Surely one will get through. All right, and here, Agonizer Rex. I guess I'll try this. 5 mana, 8/8 trample, and you can cycle it to get 2 counters. Not really a currency converter deck. I actually am Orcish Lumberjack deck, but again, that one comes around pretty often. So, all right. I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. Whoa. This pack has Renin 6, Cradle, Ignoble, and Zernorb. It's a lot of cards I want. I actually kind of want to just take Renin 6. I have 3 fetches, Fastbond, and Exploration. That's a really strong combo. Ignoble's fine, but kind of putting my money in these enchantments. And then Cradle, Cradle doesn't quite get there. So decent chance we get Zernorb back, I would say. Not that many other decks want it. Then I would just be a Crucible or Ramanop short of an Infant combo. I guess Walk-in Closet's in this cube. There's Endurance and a Sparas and a Sword of the Meek. I'll just take Endurance. Endurance is really good. It's a great card to have in your green deck. Just good against aggro, the 3/4 flash reach blocker, and good against combo, that uses their graveyard. So they cover a lot of bases. Ooh, I really want Taiga or Stomping Ground. But Scythecat Cub is a beating. I've lost to this card a bunch so far. 2/2 trample, landfall, ++1 counter on any creature. But the second time it resolves, it doubles the number of counters instead. It's a costly cub, but I want to try playing with it, and I have 3 fetch lands, Fastbond, and Exploration. This actually seems like the deck for it. It'd be really nice to pick up a Taiga in pack 3, because I don't think we've seen that one, but I think even if I don't get one, that'll be okay. I'm almost mono green. I got 3 red cards plus an Omnath, which I may or may not play. Then this pack. Tameo's great if I get Time Walk. Since his top is kind of nice with all the fetches, I don't think I need the Flame Slash. It's a little better than Unholy Heat or Galvanic Blast, but I already have both of those. I don't really want to spend time screwing around with Sensei's top. I guess it's kind of good and bad with Bloodbraid Challenger. You know what? I'm just going to take Tameo. The off chance I get Time Walk, Tameo will be great. I don't really want to play Sensei's top. All right, Temple Garden Wield. I don't think it makes sense to take Territorial Call over Temple Garden. Well, I guess I could have wheeled a Savannah, but I think I'll just take the Temple Garden. The Kavu is not going to be that good unless I pick up some duels, and I care more about getting duels because Omnath is a really powerful card. If you can put Omnath in your deck, that is awesome. This large Ketria Triumph has things to say, I guess. And there are a couple other cards I wouldn't mind wheeling here. We'll see. There's Eternal Witness. I guess I could just really bank on the Time Walk. There's also Survival, which is kind of a nice combo with Bloodbraid Challenger. You discard the Bloodbraid, get something else, and then escape this. But I'll take the Witness. I still think Survival's kind of bad. All right, the Savannah did in fact come back. Whatever, I'll just take it. I'll have more duels. I think that's totally fine. And here, I'll take the Lumberjack. Yeah, I don't think I want Hedge Maze. Not having a Taiga does hurt when it comes to this. Last pick Treachery, but I don't think I need Hedge Maze that badly. I really don't even have a blue card besides Omnath. So going into pack 3, if there's ever a time to open Time Walk, this would be it. Let's see if we can get there. No, there is Titania though, and Pyrogoyf. There's also Mystic Confluence. I think I just take Pyrogoyf and wheel Titania. I just think Titania is going to come back. I don't think anyone else is going to want Titania. It's a little risky. Titania is really good in this deck, but Pyrogoyf is just an excellent card, so I'm not unhappy taking that card either. All right, now there's a Caracas. Yeah, I like Caracas. I have Omnath. It's great with that. And there's nothing else here that really calls out to me. Fnatic would be okay. Commercial District. Doesn't look like I'm seeing any draw 7s. There's an Academy. There's Springheart and Nantuko also, and Oko, and Mana Vault, and Mox Diamond. This actually looks like a pretty nice Mana Vault deck. It's really good with Green Suns, Bloodbraid Challenger, Minsk and Boo, Pyrogoyf. It can be with Hextrinker, Agonizer Rex. I think I'll take that over Mox Diamond. And then here, probably Headliner Scarlet. That's a really good way to finish out games too. All right, I really want to find a red-green land, but if I don't, it's okay. But this looks like a nice little Lumberjack deck. And then here, some powerful cards. I don't think I can Flashback Flage that easily, though I do have Caracas. I think I do take Path, though. A nice little white splash, have a nice one-mana removal, seems pretty good. And then here, Plateau also seems fine. I just think like I'm not gonna be able to play Pyrokinesis. Passing someone Breach LED, that seems alright. And I can have a lot of forest plus like Plateau is red-white. I actually have really good white fixing here. So we have two more packs to see. It would have been really nice to pick up Wasteland or Strip Mine. Obviously, we're at a point in the pack where that seems unlikely, but those would have been pretty strong. Ooh, Ramanop. The Zornorb didn't come back, but I do have Ramanop, Fastbond, Sylvan Safekeeper. Also Loot, also Fire Ice. This seems like an actual kind of nice loot deck. I don't really want to Ramanop here all that much. I guess with Omnath, there's a life gain. Ramanop, it just seems so bad. You know what? I'll take Ramanop. It's all right. We'll try to make this work. Geez, someone's gonna get a late Echo to go with their LED. I'm gonna get a Malevolent Rumble because I love that card. It also makes red and 6 and Ramanop better. Mill some nice lands. Currently, we're at 19 lands here, but I bet we could improve that. Tameo, Witness. I mean, we're getting to the point where it's not that bad of a Witness deck. Like, we've got a cheap spell and path, some graveyard stuff like Malevolent Rumble can help, and a bunch of fetches. Yeah, it's still rather not main it, but I guess we're not getting a Taiga. That is unfortunate. I mean, Wooded Foothills is red-green, and they can all get Ketria Triumph. Plus, Misty can get Steam Vents. So, like, they're all pretty good at doing it, but a Taiga would have also obviously just been incredible. Titania did come back. So did Retrofitter and Volcanic. That's kind of strange, but Leyland Binding also would have been a card I would have been interested in, but Titania is, of course, great here, so we will do that. And then Fnatic came back to Mox Opal too. There's also Commercial District and Boseiju. Kind of just want Boseiju. I have one tap land to get, and it's my tri-land. Boseiju is just a really nice piece of interaction. And I don't mind playing like 17 or 18 lands. Right now I'm at 18, so if I get one more card. Oko came back, and so did Springheart. I mean, I will just take Oko. This looks like a great Oko deck. There we go. 17 lands plus this. Just looks really nice. I'm like a Taiga short of having pretty much all the cards I'd want. I mean, I guess Nadu would have been good here, sure. But like Caracas to bounce my Titania is awesome. 3 fetches is really good. Fastbond Exploration actually looked pretty good in this deck. I guess a draw 7 would have been good, like a Time Twister or Wheel of Fortune. Echo Vions without many ways to discard it is a little tougher. Oh, and now we could... I don't think I want Tribal Flames. Do I want Thundering Falls or Canker Bloom? It's got to be Canker Bloom. It's a really good sideboard card, even if I don't necessarily main deck it. No one wanted the LED. I'll just take Haywire Might anyway. That's pretty funny, though. And then second to last pick, Oculus Prism. I guess I'll take Prism, but I'm not playing that. And last pick, Oath. No surprise there. All right, let's build this. I mean, pretty much already have it built. This is 17 lands. I don't really want Tameo, Witness, Salvager. I don't think I need to main deck Canker Bloom, Talon Gates, Haywire Might. Wow, nailed it. Let's see. So we've got Caracas, Plateau, Steam Vents are the only non-green lands right now. And right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue sources for Oko Omnath. I have no way to search for a basic in this deck, I don't think. Not specifically a basic. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white for Path and Omnath. Okay, I don't need a Plains. So I think I just want, of my 7 land, 5 forests, 1 mountain, 1 island. Actually, maybe probably 2 mountains, right? 1, 2, 3, well, 5 forests is 12 green. 5, 6, 7 red. Maybe that. And then I guess I don't need an island, maybe. All right. Yeah, let's get in there. All right, let's battle. I am on the play here. Okay. Oh man, if this hand draws Exploration or Fastbond, it goes really hard. But I'm just pretty happy with turn 1 Triumph, turn 2 Ren and 6 fetch land. That's a pretty nice little sequence. Also, if they play a turn 1 Mana Dork, Black Greenland Manifold Key is not my guess as to what was going to happen there. Oh. Huh. Should I just Green Suns here instead of Ren and Sixing? Probably. Get my Delighted Halfling, most likely. Yeah. All right, let's just get Savannah, I guess. I have a lot of expensive cards in hand. This actually ramps me. And I could just play Headliner into Titania here. And then, yeah, I've got a Ren and 6, but I guess I don't need it right now. Up the beans. What is going on here? I like it. My opponent is cooking. Oh, I guess Oko is probably better than Headliner. Let's just do that. Because Headliner draws me an extra card next turn. But I already have a really good play lined up. Like, in fact, a play that I think is good enough that I wouldn't want to make a different play. So, because Titania puts 10 power into play. So I think I should just do that. And then that also lets me save Headliner Scarlet for a later turn where not blocking could be relevant. And it also lets me use Oko turn after turn. So I like where we're at. It's always good when you... My opponent's got a brew here. I'm liking it a lot. All right, I guess I'll just play the Caracas, play an Uncountable Titania. It's always good when you don't play any of the cards in your opening hand. You just draw better ones instead. So I didn't play Red and 6 or Headliner because I drew Green Suns. I kind of want to... Well, what is their avatar? That's funny. I kind of will just want to Oko Nug their Pearl. Is that crazy? No, I don't think it is. The reason I'm doing this is I'm just trying to make it so they have less mana to spend. Oh, sure. I don't know. It feels like they're trying to do some big things. And with Headliner Scarlet, Titania, like I'm going to be able to kill them very quickly. Hitting for 3 isn't really that big of a deal. I just think this is going to make their plays weaker next turn. Or at least that's the idea. All right. They Brain Surge, didn't have a fetch land. Let's see. Is this a big Nissa? Is that what's going on here? Okay. With an Up the Beanstalk trigger, and now they can make a 4/4. Or then pass. Oh, we're not passing. Okay. That I don't think that's actually a good attack here, because now they can't really protect their Nissa so well, but let's just get Temple Garden tapped. Draw. Oh, wow. Minsk and Boo. 7. So I can't quite do everything. Can I kill them? If I make this into a creature, attack them with these 3. They block Titania. They take 8 down to 7. That doesn't quite do it. No, I can kill them. Food token. It doesn't involve Minsk and Boo. It involves Headliner Scarlet. Headliner Scarlet, and I should also just make it uncounterable. Definitely the kind of deck that could be playing Force of Will. I'm going to hit them for 16 here. All right. I don't know if messing with their Pearl did anything, but works for me. I mean, it's a turn 5 kill. Not that that's like blazing fast, but works out pretty nicely. All right. Playing against deck work. I think I want Canker Bloom and Haywire Might. I don't really know what's going on over there. Path to Exile didn't actually seem that good. And I guess Endurance I could cut until I know more. All right. Let's roll. On the draw here. Can I get a little Fastbond action? No, but I think this is another keepable hand. This hand could use drawing a fetch land, but I still have turn 2 Delighted Halfling. There's the fetch. I guess I'll just play it so I can get my Ketria Triumph. Yeah, turn 2 Delighted Halfling. Turn 3 now Minsk and Boo. Turn 4 Titania. Okay, there's the workshop. That seemed like the thing they were doing. This Mightstone and Weakstone. Yep. All right, turn 2 Mightstone and Weakstone with a Manifold Key out is no joke. I assume they're going to have more things to play. No, all right. Let's get Ketria Triumph. Sylvan Safekeeper. Don't really need that one here. Delighted Halfling. Just having the 1 mana dork is a pretty big game. All right, next turn, Uncounterable Minsk and Boo. They have something big here. This could be like a Nexus of Becoming, or maybe a Ballista, Coveted Jewel. Oh, Everflowing Chalice for 3 with a Manifold Key in play. Yeah, they're generating some mana. This is this is a much more unfair hand than what they did last time. My hand is about the same. I think my deck's probably a bit more consistent, and I'm just gonna slam a Minsc and Boo here. And if I draw another land, then I follow up with Titanium. I kind of hope that's good enough. I mean, it's a fast clock. Minsc and Boo hits to 16. Next turn hits down to like 9. I mean, Scythecat Cub really stacks nicely with Minsc and Boo. If I draw a fetch land, I think I can just kill them on turn 4 with the token, right? I hit him for 4 down to 16, put 3 more counters on it. I mean, and then if I hit a fetch land, yeah. Then I put another counter on it. It's 4, so it's 7 counters on it, then doubles, so it's 14 counters. I guess that's 1 short. They didn't play anything, and they didn't make a chalice for 4. Maybe they left up counterspell and were hoping that I couldn't make it uncounterable. Okay, Coveted Jewel, you're making a commitment when you play the Jewel. It's that you're going to win or do something pretty wild this turn. Loot the Pathfinder. Oh, attack and kill Minsc and Boo, sure. Still get to attack and steal that Jewel. Let's see what they got. So next turn, I mean, drawing a land would be really nice. I guess I could just start by attacking with both and taking Jewel. I think that's what I do. All right. There's not that many spells that stop that from working. Okay, let's send. They do get to block the Delighted Halfling, and maybe now they have their counter magic up. They have Manifold Key and Coveted Jewel. They have a lot of mana here, but I guess they didn't have something to play. I mean, maybe nope, they're blocking already. Oh, they're chumping that? Okay. I'm tapping the Coveted Jewel. They have like a Hull Breacher or something here? They're going to draw some cards. They got nope, no other plays. All right. Loot down. They take 1. Now I have like a lot of mana. Huh. What do I do here? They're at 15, so I'm not killing them here. I guess it's probably best to put. Can I put Titania and Omnath into play? I don't think the colors work for that, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 mana, 9 mana. I guess I can play if I tap this for green. Yeah, no, I actually can kind of play both. Okay, so let's go. Tap this for green. I have to play my mountain before I play Omnath, I guess. Is that right? Yeah, because otherwise I can't tap this. All right, so let's go. Mana Vault. Land. Omnath. I mean, I'm kind of assuming they don't have a counter here. If they do, they do. Okay, well, still pretty good. And let's crack this. Sorry, Omnath, you're out of here. Just get a Savannah and play Sylvan Safekeeper. And all right, now if they don't do something good, then I just get to make a million elementals. All right. I mean, they untap. They have 8 cards in their hand. They have 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, kind of 14 mana, though 3 of it can only be used for workshop, and a lot of it is colorless. 2 of it's Mightstone and Weakstone mana, so it can't be used, Power Stone mana, and then 3 more of it is colorless off Chalice, plus another 2 more colorless off the Manifold Key. So a lot of colorless mana. Obviously, there's definitely things they could do with that. If it's activate currency converters where you're starting by tapping Mightstone and Weakstone, then I'm not that scared, but oh no, you do want to tap Mightstone and Weakstone for that probably. Not that it necessarily matters that much, but you never know. Okay. And they're converting some currency, maybe? They're untapping currency converter. And then They really needed a way to get like a red mana or a black mana, I guess. All right. Wishclaw Talisman. Okay. What are they doing with this? Time Walk or something? Because they used a ton of mana because they had to use Manifold Key to untap Converter, and Converter cost 1+2 +1 off Manifold Key to make a treasure. So, the treasure gives you 1 back. So it's still a lot of effective mana. Now they have 6 mana total, 2 of which can only be used, well, 1 for artifacts, 1 for no non-artifact spells. There's not that many cards that are good to Wishclaw in this spot. I mean, if they have like Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze in hand, and they're just go tutoring for Lotus Petal or Lotus, sure. The fact that they're taking a long time is also a good sign that they don't necessarily have it all wrapped up. I don't know. Time Walk would be okay, but it wouldn't even be crazy. Oh, wow. Manifold Key Wishclaw is pretty nice. You can activate it in response to do something. Is this like an upheaval? No, Time Warp. Okay. And then they have another play? No. I mean, that's all well and good, but now they're kind of in the same spot as before. Okay, they're brain surging. They're doing a lot of things. It's not clear that any of those things do anything like that. They spent basically their entire turn's worth of mana to cast a Time Warp. and they don't have anything else. All right. Well, on to round 2. All right. On the play. Oh, playing against Chris Wolf. He's definitely going to watch the video now. Yeah, this hand's good. As always, could use a fetch land, which is why I like that this deck has so many of them. Let's play Catch You at Triumph and pass. And turn 2, Ren and 6, maybe ping something. Into turn 3, Oko isn't bad. Wouldn't mind seeing a Mana Dork. This hand is very good against fair decks. 1 toughness, please? No? Huh. Let's actually Malevolent Rumble then. No reason to play the Ren and 6 first. And then here I could take Mana Vault or a land. I guess I just take the Mana Vault because Ren and 6 can get back the lands. Okay. Land cycling here? Why did you pay 2 life on Sacred Foundry? Oh, Unholy Heat the token. Okay, it's like a little aggressive, but all right. There's a Saga into Jite. Interesting. All right, well, let's go. I think Oko is the play here. And make a token. Pass the turn. In next turn, I might go like Ren and 6. He's going to make a Urza Saga token most likely here. Oh, Minsk and Boo. So I could play that. My only issue with playing Minsk and Boo... Oh, no, Minsk and Boo sounds good, because I can leave up Path by using Mana Vault here. Minsk and Boo. Do you have the Lightning Bolt? Nope. 3 counters on that. Have a mana floating, I guess I'm not going to use, and could Oko my Mana Vault, but I'd kind of rather still just Oko the food token, just so it's untapped. So you can make a 2/2, then make 3/3 and be a 4/4. And guess I can send with Boo then, and leave back the food token to block the Saga token. Are we not making a Saga token? Unexpectedly absent? Okay. These are some odd plays. I mean, I guess if you don't have an answer, but wasn't that just way worse than just putting this on top? Well, I guess I wouldn't have a 1/1. Well, he's got He's got moves. I guess he's not interested in making the Saga tokens. He's going to do some other stuff instead. Parallax Wave or something? Oh, Palace Jailer. I don't think that's going to work out amazingly well, but you never know. And then it maybe equip GT or something. Oh, play an Usher. Oh, okay. Oh, and then Mind Collapse. Jeez, okay. That's a lot of stuff. I think we're going to be okay here, though. I'm going to path the Palace Jailer. I'm going to ping the thing. I don't get haste, unfortunately, but ping the Usher. Oko the Mana Vault. Play Halfling. Play Hex Drinker. All right. I understand that unexpectedly absent. I was just surprised. Chris is good at Magic, so it would seem like a kind of weird play to make, but it's all explained by Intrepid Adversary. Okay. Gonna pump it twice. Yeah, that's fine with me. So here I could Oko the Adversary. It would just be a 3/3, but that doesn't really change that much. I guess what I want to do... Power 3 or less, yeah. That's... How much do I care about GTA? Not that much. I guess I'll pump the Hex Drinker, or... How do I want to do this? I could Oko the Halfling, attack with these two. I get the Monarch, and then I leave one back, and it's Hex Drinker. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then I leave Hex Drinker back to block. Sure, so let's go. Halfling becomes a 3/3. Attack with these two. Just gonna take it. Go to 9. I get the Monarch. Let's just get Forest back. Forest, pump, pump. I don't really have any instants to play, so... Oh, that's a nice one. Chris won the flip, but... I mean, I guess equipping GTA on the adversary, you get a lifelink hit off GTA, which is pretty nice. It's pretty hard to kill Hex Drinker. It could have like Flame Slash, I guess. There's not much that kills it. And I think like Pyrogoyf is going to be pretty good. My intent here is likely to just trade and then Pyrogoyf is next play. Because I don't need to like end the game right away. I have the Monarch. He has a Mana Crypt. If GTA gets out of control at some point, I could Oko the GTA as well. Oh, Gut. Okay. So Gut means he does get to take the Monarch back. Interesting. And so he's attacking Oko. They're both attacking Oko, so he doesn't want to take Monarch back. I see. So if I trade here, he's got Gut. He gains 5, going to 14. I attack for 6, goes to 8, and then I ping Pyrogoyf, but then he's got Umezawa's Jite. But if I Hex Drinker, I can't quite level it up. Oh, it's a 6/3 also. Hold on. This is actually pretty complicated. If I take it and then I attack with everything, that sounds worse than I think blocking here. Because if I take it, if I let Oko die, I attack back. I guess if I attack back with everything, he has to chump. Goes to 14. I attack for 10. And then shoot him for 8 more. So he would have to chump with Gut. Do I think he's going to chump with Gut here? I guess he can block with Gut and minus. I kind of feel like he's gonna... Is he really gonna chump with Gut here? I kind of don't think he is. All right. I'm kind of assuming he doesn't have another play as well. He's gonna move the Jite. Okay. Uh, so now, if I shoot gut down and then I attack for 10, mm, 1 mana short of doing everything I want. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to Pyrogoyf, kill the Intrepid Adversary. Kill the Skeleton token. Pump Hex Drinker. Play a land, pump Hex Drinker. Pass the turn. And I have the Monarch, a lot of blockers. Hex Drinker's about to go pretty hard here. Jite can kill Hex Drinker, but it requires Gut to attack and get eaten by Pyrogoyf. What do you got? Adeline? Adeline gives you gut fuel, that's for sure. But I still feel like this isn't going to be too bad for me. Have to attack. It's like not attacking here really doesn't work. I assume it's kind of crazy to not attack, I think. All right. Attack me. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much who gets attacked. I'm blocking everything here. So he's going to have to use all the GT counters on the Hex Drinker. Pyrogoyf's going to eat the gut. One of these trades for the skeleton token, I think. And then it's Adeline versus Pyrogoyf and a 3/3. Empty GT, empty board otherwise. All right. All right. Do you think it would have ended up being better to just keep the Oko around? Let's say a block there. Yeah, that would have actually been better. Because then I would have had a better answer to GT. GT is still pretty dangerous here. You could pump Gut twice to kill and finish off the Pyrogoyf, but I really don't think that's going to work. Okay, damage happens. All those go away. Yeah, I mean, this might come down to drawing one more thing, whatever that thing is. My last couple draw steps have not yielded much. All right. And you can re-equip the GT on Adeline. That's not that big of a deal. Because, all right, no action, huh? Let's level up Hex Drinker and force the Umezawa's GT. All right, so I think what's going to happen here is Hex Drinker is going to die. And then I don't think I attack here. Attacking really doesn't do that much. Let's +1. Get back Wooded Foothills and then just play a tap Steam Vents, pass the turn. I mean, I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. He has no cards in hand. Ramanop, pretty bad here. If he draws a removal spell here, I'm in a lot of trouble. If he doesn't, though, if he doesn't have a removal spell for a 7/8, yeah. All right. Well, Canker Bloom looks pretty good against Urza's Saga deck. I will say that. Haywire Might also is probably decent. I could take Ramanop out and I could take Endurance out, I think. Do I want Galvanic Blast or Unholy Heat? I mean, they're good against Gut. And I think, well, obviously Unholy Heat is better. I think the Agonizer Rex is also probably fine. I have a lot of artifact removal here, so that is kind of nice. Yeah, maybe I don't want the heat. Bring the heat, as it were. All right, let's go to game 2 here. All right. Oh, this is a nice one. Nice little exploration hand. How do I want to play this? I would like to keep Boseiju in hand, but I don't think that's going to be very easy to do. Chris Mold to 5. All right. We'll see if I draw. Well, I drew a forest, so that makes it easier. Because now I can go turn 1 exploration, Misty, get. I mean, this is just turn 2 Minsk and Boo with Pest Infestation Rumble backup. Like, it's going to be pretty tough for Chris to beat, I think. All right, let's get Ketria Triumph. I'm just going to pass here. Yeah, if he kills the Boo and then hits Minsk for 2, it's like I missed 4 points of damage, but I don't really want Minsk and Boo getting hit here if I can avoid it. Lion Sash? Oh, that ain't going to do it. Gut would have been sick there, but Lion Sash is not it. Red and 6 is also, I guess, not that nice. How do I want to do this? I could attack and trade with both. Let's see, could he have Path or Swords in hand? I mean, I guess he technically could. I think I'm just going to start by Pest Infestationing the Lion Sash. Let's see if he uses it on my Misty Rainforest. Okay, he did. All right. That means I get to attack. I haven't played a land yet, and I have Exploration in play. We're going to draw some cards. Here's what we're going to do. Sack Boo. Nug for 4. Draw 4. Land. Crack this. Savannah. Red and 6. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Let's just play Oko here. And make a food token. I mean, this is just, there's a 0% chance he can he can come back at this point. I have about 1 million cards in hand, 1 million land, multiple planeswalkers, yeah. And that's that. All right. Nice little beating the Vintage Cube end boss. If you don't know, Chris is the designer of the cube, so beat him at his own game or something like that. Anyways, on to round 3. All right, let's close this out strong on the draw, but definitely going to keep this hand. This hand is turn 1, Fastbond, Triome, Boseiju play Hexdrinker. Into turn 2, Oko. If I draw an untapped, no, even an untapped blue wouldn't be an Oko because I'd be missing 2 lands, but this is still pretty nice. Play Ketria Triome, and then now I don't even have to play Boseiju. I can play Temple Garden untapped and play Hexdrinker. I mean, there's a decent chance, actually. Yeah, no, I should play Boseiju. I don't think I'm that likely to use it right in the next couple turns. And I think I am going to want to level up Hexdrinker. The reason is if I draw any land now, I can play Oko and then level up Hexdrinker to a 4/4. So seems good to have Boseiju and get that one in. All right. Probe, sure. These cards are all be on the table. I guess knowing about Endurance could change their plays, but I'm not too worried about that. And they've got Raugrin Triome here. We don't really know anything about their deck, obviously. They've only played 2 cards. Obviously looking like some sort of Jeskai mid-range sort of deck is the most likely. I mean, they could be red-white beats. They could be breach combo. We'll have to see more. They're the ones with all the information. I'm the ones with all the permanents in play. If they leave up mana, it's kind of interesting whether I play Oko or not. Because I also have a really good play, especially if I draw an untapped land, of going level up Hexdrinker and then play Endurance end of turn. But if they're tapping mana for like a cantrip or something, yeah, and this start is why I'm a little lower on the cantrips than I used to be. When your turn 1 is, oh, I guess they are the breach deck, huh? Ooh, Endurance is really good here. All right, let's save that one. When you're playing Raugrin Triomes or fetching them or like, that sort of thing, the cantrips get worse just because you've already spent your turn 1 on that. Ramanop, that doesn't do anything. It's a green card though for the Endurance at least. Level up Hexdrinker and send. A land would have been obviously better. I would have done a couple extra damage, and a land means I would have just leveled up the Hexdrinker to lethal next turn, but it was still pretty good. They didn't crack their fetch. So what does that mean? A couple things. One, they don't have a tap land they want to get. So another Triumph or a Surveil. And it doesn't mean they don't have those cards, but it means they at least don't feel like they need to get them. Or even a shock land. Maybe they didn't want to pay the life. That would be a reason to crack it. The second is they want to draw a land. So they don't want to remove a land from their deck. The third is they want to keep a shuffle effect, like if they have Brainstorm or something like that. So I guess I don't know. Yeah, that wouldn't have been protected either way. And I guess I'll just get a mountain here because now I can cast Omnath. Okay. Let's see what we got. Normal land. All right. The worst to draw. Because fetch land would have let me at least do some Ramanopping. And a spell would have obviously been good, but we'll take it, I guess. They go to 13 now. And there, I've got, yeah, a pretty decent package of threats out. I'm a little worried about their like unfair game, but endurance is pretty good against a brain freeze breach situation. I mean, there's a couple ways to play endurance against underworld breach. One is they play breach, and in response, you just endurance them, and it doesn't do anything. The other is, wow, they have nice lands. The other is you let them. Oh, do I want to play endurance in response? No, I don't think so. They can bounce my food token. It's fine. The other is you let them do the whole thing and then endurance yourself once all's said and done. Like you kind of wait till you're upkeep or something. I am just going to attack Teferi. Oh, all right. I am going to run the risk of not having endurance up. But the thing is, I can do it on my upkeep if they do go off. So +1, put 3 counters on this. Send and attack Teferi, attack my opponent. I don't think I need to kill Teferi that badly, but it doesn't really change the clock here because next turn I have lethal, even if they kill the boo token, because I can make the food attack for 5 with food plus ramen up and then fling the food with Minsk and boo. And then I have an endurance to prevent myself from getting brain freezed out. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Flage. Okay. Gonna hit the ramen up or maybe hit Minsk and boo. No, they're just gonna hit the ramen up, sure. Endurance could also be used to stop Flage, but I don't really need to. We'll see. So let's not make a token here, of course. Let's draw. And I mean, I think I just attack with these two. And oh, they have Malcolm. Okay. So I'm going to chump the food token. Take 4 down to 7. I think I could Minsk and Boo and throw it at them. They go to 3 and I draw 4 cards. Kind of like that. Because it feels like I could draw enough to present lethal here. Okay, that wasn't like amazing. Ping it into 2. So now, if I let Flage come out, it's a 6/6. It kills Minsk and Boo. No, I'm just going to have to cast Endurance here and shuffle their Flage in. The thing is, it puts their stuff on the bottom, so they also couldn't really brain freeze me out unless they have to find a way to re-find brain freeze. So I felt pretty good about that. Cankerbloom and Haywire Might do stop the breach combo. They're not like the best at it because they're just in play and obvious, but I think that's okay. I really don't want Path. I'll deal with Flage, I guess, if it comes up. And I could just take out Ramanop. Ramanop really isn't that good. I think this is going to be fine here. I also have Caracas to stop Flage. Flage is still annoying, but Caracas is good against it. All right, here. Ooh. Yeah, definitely going to keep this hand. Exploration or Fastbond would be nice. Though I kind of want to save the fetches till after the cub hits the board, so there is that. I'll have to crack at least one unless I draw a green source. They're going to mull here. What I might want to do, yeah, I'll probably crack the Verdant to get Ketria Triumph. Oh, I drew Forest. Let's just play Forest. I don't need to get Ketria Triumph that badly. I can get Steam Vents off Misty if I want, and Savannah off Verdant and still be pretty good on mana. And I want to play a turn 2 Cub because it's going to deal a lot of damage. All right, I guess I don't need this. Malevolent Rumble? All right, well, we'll see how this goes first. Looks like I'm getting countered. Yeah, it's fine. I think it was worth going for it because if I play something else, the Cub just gets worse because I'm playing out my fetches. They're on the play with the 2-mana counter. They're going to stop my 2-drop. I have a bunch of good cards in my hand. I'm really not that concerned. I think I do play Oko here. Oh, Delighted Halfling's interesting because I could play an uncounterable Oko and play Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, let's go Malevolent Rumble. see if they counter it. Agonizer Rex, Forest, Mountain, Wooded Foothills. Just take Forest, I think. Play Forest. I don't think I need the 8-drop or 5-drop or whatever. Play Delighted Halfling. What is this? Cult Epiphany? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Just paying the X. When you play a lot of Magic Online, which I might play a little bit, you can kind of see what they're doing when they're playing spells. And in this case, it felt like Epiphany. They could get 3 spirits off this if they got a double typed card. Artifact creature, enchantment creature, saga, enchantment land. Most likely they get 2 tokens. Oh, they only got 1? That's funny. All right, if you got to get through your lands, you got to get through your lands. So next turn I can play Oko, but at this point I'm probably going to want to just play Bloodbraid. I'll have to Misty for a Steam Vents. Monastery Mentor. Oh, any Gitaxian probes? No, haven't seen a lot of Mentors around recently. I could Oko to kill it. You know what I also could do? I could also Green Suns for Omnath. That actually seems kind of nice. X equals 4. Omnath looks a creation, draw a card. Oh, into Pyrogoyf? That's just really, really amazing. All right, because now I can even get a Ketria Triumph off this. I get 4 colors, gain 4. Pyrogoyf. I mean, this is a pretty good turn 4, I would say. Pyrogoyf, kill the Mentor. I was worried about playing Bloodbraid and I was hoping to hit Pyrogoyf, but if I just drew Pyrogoyf off Omnath, then look at that. This is, I mean, they obviously are playing a Brain Freeze Breach deck. They could just at any point Brain Freeze me out, but this looks pretty good. Fracture Identity on Pyrogoyf. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Kill both my things and end up with a Pyrogoyf in play. They have 1 card in hand. I still feel pretty good about the situation. Obviously less good than if I did that before. Oh, I could also Titania here. I have to play my land first. Yeah, that's still probably pretty good. They have 1 card in hand, so even though I don't have Caracas up, this is still, I think, pretty nice. X equals 5. Titania. Titania back. Wooded Foothills. And pass the turn. No real reason to crack it now. They can't really stop you from getting the tokens. Okay, they have 2 cards in hand. Flage. Yeah, this is nice. This is just Haymakers are us. All right. Flage and no Titania protection with this Caracas, if that's what they've got. Could be Teferi. Teferi would be less bad. Okay, it is Flage. They don't have double red yet, which is nice. All right, let's crack this. And I guess I just get Temple Garden probably, unless I want to get Mountain. Oh, no, I'll get Steam Vents. That's good. Okay. Titania down. They have 1 card in hand. Their Goyf's a 4/5. I'm at 23. They're at 20. I think if they attack with the Pyrogoyf, I kind of am inclined to block just because they could... The Pyrogoyf could get bigger over time. Could also get smaller, but I think it's more likely. It's like my graveyard's pretty stacked and they can leave an instant back. Okay, Haywire Might's not a bad draw because I also don't want to... I'm going to tap this, I think. I don't want to leave up... or I don't want to hit it with Bloodbraid Challenger. What do we Challenger into? Mana Vault? Yeah, that's not the most impressive, but okay. Misty... Crack Misty. Just get Savannah, sure. And I can go Oko. And Haywire Might. Just so I don't get breached. And then turn Mana Vault into an Elk. And I still have not Caracas up, Haywire Might up. There is an argument for waiting on Haywire Might because of Flage. But they don't have the second red, and they could have like Brain Freeze in hand and just draw Underworld Breach. That is, extremely possible. So having Haywire Might in play is kind of nice. Next turn, I get to attack for like 10 because I'll just make Delighted Halfling into an elk probably. Attacking Oko for 1. All right, not really going to do too much, but go for it. And lightning. Oh, firebolting it? Okay, it's at 2. Do you have the red? Or do you have like a Snapcaster or something? Oh, and then Wrath of God. All right, that actually is not so bad either because they have no cards in hand, first of all. And my Bloodbraid Challenger. This is where it really shines. Oh, Hex Drinker too? All right, let's go Bloodbraid Challenger. Exile, Mountain, and a Vault. Delighted Halfling, I don't know. Bloodbraid Challenger into Cankerbloom. So we're once again protected from Breach. Make a food token. Make a Hex Drinker. And hope they don't Flage me. I mean, if they draw a red source this turn, they can Flage and kill Hex Drinker. If it's later than that, then Hex Drinker's in. If they can flashback Firebolt on Hex Drinker, and then I attack them for like 10 or something, I think that's fine. It uses up their turn doing that instead of something else. Draw. That one's not so relevant. In fact, I don't even think it makes sense to play it. All right, so they drew not a land last turn, presumably. It could have been a non-red land. They didn't want to play it. If they play a land, they play Flage, they kill my Cankerbloom, and then they go up to 8. And then I attack them for 7. Oh, Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand is not going to do it because I have Caracas. So first of all, they have to have Painless, which I guess we knew they had Volcanic. So they bring in Flage. They go up to 7. They killed my food token. I bounce Flage with Caracas and attack them for 7. Or they kill my Cankerbloom, in which case I get to Proliferate. Caracas coming through finally. Haven't tapped it for that ability yet, but it looks like it's going to be critical, and I feel like we got ourselves a little 3-0 brewing here. All right, they kill a food token. Oh, I guess they can't kill Cankerbloom, or I just sack the Cankerbloom and they don't gain the life. But either way, they're going to need something here. Bloodbraid Challenger didn't even hit like incredibly well. It hit a Mana Vault and a Cankerbloom, and then those are just fine hits, but that'll do it. Woo! This is also a good deck. All right. This was a pretty good deck. Fastbond and Exploration actually were good. In numerous times they were my opening hand and quite strong. Obviously Minsk and Boo's great. Bloodbraid Challenger's good. Scarlet's good. Just a really nice little red-green deck splashing Omnath and Oko and Path to Exile off really good mana. Yeah, good sideboard options. This was a very solid deck and had a great draft. So that'll do it for today. Appreciate you hanging out as I draft some league drafts here. These are fun to do too. And you know what? I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.